So 20 times 80 is 360. So to get to the extra 5.
नहीं इधर सारा कुछ दसते अरे इतने अरे you can play here tells you what it is डार्क दला दस तो तेरे नाल है डार्क कत लगना
We used to make chocolate in this very factory. Now, a little fun fact to get you guys started off with. Our workforce originally was a female workforce, and we do like to call them our Cadbury's angels. And this is because they wore an all-white uniform. And that's to make sure they weren't wasting any of the chocolate, as it would be visibly seen on their clothing. And this is because back then chocolate making was very, very expensive, so they tried to not waste a single drop. So today, I'm going to be showing you a method called hand tempering. Now this method would have been done for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and this is to cool down this chocolate right now, get ready to be put into my mold. So let's quick look over here. My chocolate is around 46 degrees, I need to get that down to 27.5. So what I'm going to do is just pour this delicious chocolate onto my marble table. Now, the reason I'm using the marble table is because marble is a naturally good conductor of heat. And what that just means is, as I've been doing this method over and over and over again, my chocolate can stay nice and cool. Now, I want everyone to pay attention, as you're all going to get to have a go at this downstairs yourself. So, with your palette knife, you're just going to spread on the table, and with the fishtail scraper, you are just going to scrape back together, just on itself and back into a little pile. Now, the reasoning for this is, as I'm spreading it out on the table, it can stay nice and cool, and as I'm folding it back in, the colder chocolate goes on top of the hot chocolate, so it keeps it all nice and cool. Now, as I'm doing this method over and over and over again, you guys are going to notice some slight changes to my chocolate. You're going to notice that it does develop a nice little shine. Now, this is due to all those little cocoa crystals inside mixing well together. And this is due to all the crystals mixing. Basically, what that just means is, as I'm doing this method over and over and over again, is that when you get home and you have your Cadbury bar and you hear that nice snapping noise and it has a really smooth texture, it's due to this method. Now obviously in a more modern age we do have machinery to do it for us all, and it is very simple as it is the press of a single button. But back in the day this was a job only done by hand. And also, as I'm doing this method, you will notice that the chocolate does become a little bit thicker. This is also just a good indicator that it is ready to be moulded. So this should be all ready to go. Going to give it one last go for good look. Just because the factory is a little hot today, just means that I have to temper my chocolate just that extra bit more, as the chocolate is also cooking up. So this is all good to go. Now I'm just going to quickly check the temperature of the chocolate, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Now back in the day, 120 years ago, they did have thermometers, but they were made of glass and mercury. Now that is obviously very dangerous to have in the chocolate. So what the clever ladies came up with is they would get their pinky finger and they would dip it into the chocolate. Now that is nice and cool. Got answer, unfortunately I can't do that today due to health and safety reasons for a few cameras around the room. But back in the day, if the managers weren't looking, the ladies could have a little cheeky taste of their chocolate. Now the next step I'm going to show you is moulding. So this is actually an original piece that the women would not use, but there is a few problems with it. Obviously with it being metal rusts very easily, so that's very expensive for Cadbury. It is very noisy. But luckily, since the 70s, we have our brand new plastic ones. Obviously, these cannot rust. A little ease on the ears, but the main important part, the back is see-through. I want you all to remember that for later. So all I'm going to do is pick up the chocolate and pour it straight into my mould, just like so. Obviously, as I said, you can see it is a little thicker, but it still remains a lot of its liquidness, which is a perfect indicator it is ready to be moulded. So I'm going to fill all these gaps, just like so, and make sure I am keeping this as clean and tidy as possible, as it can be a very, very messy process. chocolate everywhere. So I'm going to give the mould a quick clean and sew my table. And I'm going to move on to the next step. Now, due to the tempering process, I allowed a lot of air into my chocolate, meaning I need to whack out all of those air bubbles. So I will pre-warn this bit is just a bit loud because I'm going to be tapping it. And as you guys can see, the air bubbles are slowly starting to rise to the surface. Now, back in the day, the ladies would have done this for 5 minutes at a time. I'm not going to do that as that is going to be very boring, but I am going to show you guys a quick magic trick. Now, if I've tempered this chocolate correctly, I can just put it on my head. Give it a little shake. Is anything coming out? No, that is because I have tempered it correctly. So on to the last step is chilling the chocolate. So back in the day, obviously the ladies would have had a fridge. They would have had a cold room which would have been in the basement. And as it says in the name, it is the coldest part of the factory. And it would have been surrounded by marble tables just like you see here today. And depending on the season, would depend on how quickly the chocolate would set. So in the summer, it could take up to a few days, while in the winter, it could take up to a few hours. Obviously, 120 years have advanced, and we have fridges nowadays, which means it will only take about half an hour for this chocolate to set. Now, this seems like a good one. So back to my point earlier on with the back of these being see-through, I can see that they are now a darker in colour and they have some slight frosting on them. But with a few of these, I do see a little problem. We'll get to that in a sec. So I'm going to give it a little crack, a little whack, and a 3, 2, 1. My chocolate comes out quite nicely. Now this problem that I talked about, if I get a few of these, you can see that they have a grainy texture and they have orange and white streaks all over them. Now we like to call this glue. This just means that the chocolate was put in too warm into the mould, and I can assure everyone in this room, this is not my mould. But unfortunately guys, I do have some bad news for you. This chocolate is not edible anyway, as we reuse it every day for demonstration.
Come on, come on. Come on, Celine. ਹੱਥ ਫੜ ਲੈ ਇਹਦਾ, ਹੱਥ ਫੜ ਲੈ। Come on, come on, come on, come on. ਹੱਥ ਫੜ ਲੈ ਇਹਦਾ, ਹੱਥ ਫੜ ਲੈ। Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Well done, well done. कुछ होना थोड़ी यार, एडी मोटी तो रस्सी आ। Well done, Celine. Well done. Bravo, girl. Well done. That's it. Well done. चल जसलीन तुम्हें सी हुण उधर चल उधर कमन 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 नहीं तुर के चल चल लंबी बह के कितने जाना है चल 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 आजा कमन उधर देख दी कमन 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 Celine go 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 come on good girl well done come on ਹੁਣ ਆ ਜਾ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਤੁਰ ਥੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਣਾ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਫੇ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਰੱਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ well done come on like a spider woman spider-man come on yeah well done that's it slowly well done see you did it okay go on go come on चलो it's the same thing है आज दा उत्थे सी come on you hold the side this side come on this one you hold this one come on well done come on that's the way well done very good Celine that's it strong girl चल ਚੱਕ ਦੇ ਫੱਟੇ well done come on Jasleen तुम ही चल कुछ नहीं होना but look how the strong the rope is चलो 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 वेल डन चलो आ जाओ हुण आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ रेडी स्टडी कम ऑन Come on, yay! Yeah, see? Yeah! इधर आ जाओ No, you got lots of space.